Brazil were supposed to win this match. Most people expected that. What they didn't expect was Morocco looking like the better team for long stretches of the night. And by the final whistle, one uncomfortable question remained. Did Brazil rescue a point, or did Morocco miss the chance to pull off one of the tournament's biggest early statements? Brazil arrived at the World Cup carrying expectations. Morocco arrived carrying belief. One nation expected to challenge for the trophy, the other still trying to convince the world that they belonged among football's elite. But by the end of this match, one of those teams had strengthened its reputation, and it wasn't necessarily the team many expected. Because for long stretches of the night, Morocco didn't play like outsiders, they played like equals. From the opening minutes, there was an unusual feeling around the game. Brazil had the Morocco didn't look intimidated, not for a second. They pressed aggressively, competed fiercely, and refused to give Brazil the comfort that many opponents often allow. As the first half developed, an uncomfortable question began to emerge. Why did Morocco look more settled than Brazil? The deeper the game went, the more difficult that question became to ignore. Because the underdogs weren't hanging on, they were matching. Morocco's confidence found its ridge and discipline Morocco had shown throughout the opening stages. Now the scoreboard told a story the football world wasn't expecting. Brazil 0, Morocco 1. And suddenly, the pressure shifted. Not onto Morocco, onto Brazil. Because favorites are expected to recover, expected to respond, expected to find answers. The problem was that those answers weren't immediately obvious. The longer the match continued, the greater the tension became. Brazil had quality everywhere, but quality alone doesn't guarantee control. Attacks came and went, possession was recycled, opportunities appeared, then disappeared, and all the while, Morocco continued to believe. Every minute that passed strengthened the possibility of something significant, a result that could reshape the group, a result that could become one of the tournament's defining early stories. Brazil needed a moment, not domination, not control, just a moment, and eventually they found one. When Brazil needed inspiration, one of their biggest stars stepped forward, Vinícius Júnior, the player many supporters hoped would change the game, and for a brief moment, he did. His equalizer lifted the pressure, the mood changed, the atmosphere changed, the score changed. Brazil were level, 1 goal each. But even after the equalizer, something remained unresolved, because Morocco never stopped believing. Many teams would have retreated. Morocco didn't. Many teams would have become cautious. Morocco didn't. They continued to compete, continued to challenge, continued to remind everyone watching that this was not a one-sided contest. As the match moved into its final stages, both teams searched for the decisive breakthrough. Brazil wanted the winner that would restore order. Morocco wanted the winner that would shock the football world. The tension grew. The opportunities became more valuable. Every attack felt important. Brazil won. Morocco won. A draw, and perhaps challenged one of football's giants, matched them for long stretches, and left the pitch looking like a team that belongs on this stage. For Brazil, the draw isn't a disaster, far from it, but it is a reminder that reputation doesn't create chances, history doesn't score goals, and previous World Cups don't win the next one. Only performances do. Brazil remain one of the tournament favorites. That hasn't changed. But after this match, the questions are louder than they were before kickoff. Can Brazil find another level? Can they unlock the creativity that seemed missing for parts of this game? Can they turn possession into control? Morocco, meanwhile, leave with something far more valuable than a point. They leave with belief. Belief that they can compete. Belief that they can challenge. And belief that this World Cup may have much more in store for them. Because on a night when many expected Brazil to make the statement, it was Morocco who may have delivered the bigger message.